These are the brand new Air Jordan 1 High OG Love Letter, and people are already saying they're the Jordan 1 that could bring the silhouette back. Some collectors think they're an instant classic and others say they're completely overrated. So in this video, I'm going to put them through every test that actually matters. We're checking leather quality, comparing them side by side with legendary Jordan 1s, testing the comfort, breaking down every hidden detail, seeing if they're worth paying retail for. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to answer one question, and that is the Air Jordan 1 High a good shoe to wear, or is it just a collector's piece you're scared to crease? And there's one detail about this shoe that completely changed how I felt about it. So let's go ahead and find out if this is a real everyday sneaker or just hype in disguise. So with that being said, you guys, this sneaker, I didn't go ahead and just get this sneaker a couple of days ago. These shoes did release on August 1st, you guys. So a couple of days before this video is being dropped, they dropped for about $185, and there is looking to not be too much demand because I was able to buy these in store, no problem. Anytime I walked in, I was able to find my size, which is 10.5. I was able to get me a nice true to size with this shoe right here. And I gotta say, there's a couple things I do want to discuss with you guys before we go ahead and get into the different details and sections within this video. So first things first, I will let you guys know there is a red shoelace, and there's a couple of like maroon details, and I'm gonna call this color maroon. I think it's more of a maroon, but this is the lace that this shoe does come with. And then you'll notice that on the bottom, on the outsole of this shoe, that it is maroon as well. I thought that was a little interesting touch that they added with this shoe. But nonetheless, they do have like this little patch on the side of the shoe that says much love and respect. And if I can't give you guys the details of why that is here, like in a nutshell, essentially this shoe was made to commemorate and kind of, you know, honor Michael Jordan's career and legacy within, you know, just playing basketball and how it defined his, you know, whole life and things like that. So I believe these came out in 2003, you know, after his final NBA season. And, you know, this is why this shoe is called the Love Letter, and kind of, you know, why it has like the much love and respect lettering and things like that. But this is definitely a re-release, as you guys can tell. They have a lot of suede details along the shoe, and it almost has like an almost premium edge to it, and almost like a more luxurious type of feel than just your normal Jordan 1. So definitely stay tuned as I kind of debunk the materials and different like that and the comfort later in this video. But I think that's all I wanted to kind of discuss with you guys in the intro. I do want to say the box is different. I like how neat and nice the box looks. It looks like a basketball. And yeah, of course you guys can tell there is a white lace within the shoe. I just didn't take the time to lace it because I don't know why Jordan 1s come like this, but the rest of the Jordans don't. So if you guys do know that, make sure to comment down below and let me know why Jordan doesn't lace the Jordan 1s, but the rest of the sneakers are all laced. I think that's pretty interesting. But let's go ahead and get into more about this shoe. And what I want to say is right away, the box already felt different with this shoe right here. Like Nike didn't just throw another Jordan 1 together. They actually tried to make this release feel premium before you even open it. And now here's the moment everyone's been waiting for. And here are my first impressions while opening the box. And the first thing that immediately stands out is the leather. And even before touching the shoe, you can tell this isn't your average Jordan 1 leather. The texture has a premium look to it, and in certain lightings, it almost changes character. But here's the thing. Looks can be deceiving, and some sneakers photograph incredibly well and then feel cheap the second you pick them up. So let's see. And yeah, this leather actually feels surprisingly soft, and not shattered backboard soft, but definitely a step above what we've been getting on a lot of recent GR Jordan 1s. The paneling has a nice amount of movement without feeling flimsy, and that's honestly one of the biggest things I look for, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to spend over $180 on a shoe that feels like plastic. And now let's take a closer look, starting with the toe box. And if you got that clean leather grain, the stitching is surprisingly consistent, the swoosh placement looks good, and one thing I didn't expect is that the color looks completely different depending on the lighting. And under bright light, it pops. But indoors, it has a much richer and almost vintage type of look. And honestly, that might end up being my favorite part about this shoe. And later in this video, I'm going to compare these directly against one of my favorite Jordan 1s to see if they actually deserve all the hype. So definitely stick around for that fact. But what I will say if you guys is, if you guys do want to purchase this sneaker right here, I'm going to have an affiliate link right around now on the Google Shopping tab. And this affiliate link basically supports me if you do buy, but it basically just gives you a direct and easy link to be able to purchase these sneakers and be able to get them before the demand starts to kick in with this shoe. So if you want to go ahead and get you the sneaker at retail price, and again, that is the price that it is sold at and not the extra increased price that people do resell these shoes at, make sure you check out the link in the description if you don't go ahead and, you know, catch it as you're watching this video. But as we get into the next section, which is the materials, and that's gonna be my materials discussion. Of course, I already told you guys about the suede on this shoe. I feel like the suede is kind of like the thing that kind of adds that kind of, I wouldn't say dated look, but kind of how I was talking about before. It adds that much rich and like vintage type of look to the shoe. And one thing sneakerheads always argue about is materials. You know, every single release, people either say Jordan Brand is finally listening or they're cutting corners again. And after feeling these in hand, I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. The leather definitely feels upgraded, the overall construction feels solid, and the shape is clean. But there are still a couple things I wish Nike would have done differently. And I'll show you those after we get them on feet, because one of them becomes way more noticeable while we're wearing them. So next section, we're gonna go ahead and talk about, you know, the lace swap discussion, and, you know, maybe, you know, how I would go about the lace swap and just things like that. Now, before we go ahead and throw these on, let's go ahead and talk about the laces, because I know someone is already typing, bro, swap the laces. And honestly, I'm a sucker for keeping sneaker stock, but I can definitely see the maroon laces looking incredible in these, you know, maybe even adding a black, maybe even adding a sail or something of the sort. And you guys, let me know in the comment section, would you keep the original laces or would you swap them immediately? So in the next section, we're gonna go over the on feet transition and kind of show you guys how these look on my feet and just how I felt about them in that particular moment. If you guys are liking this video so far, make sure you guys leave a like on this video so I know what to make more of in the future, but also so more people just like you can get put onto this amazing content. But onto the on-foot discussion, you guys. Enough staring at these shoes stationary. Let's go ahead and see what they actually look like on foot. And these look even better on feet. You know, sometimes Jordan 1s lose a little bit of their magic once you actually wear them, and these do the opposite. The proportions look really balanced. The leather catches light beautifully, and they have that classic Jordan 1 silhouette that never goes out of style. Now, in the next section, we're gonna go over comfort, and I feel like we should all have our expectations kind of low when it comes to Jordans, because Jordans aren't known for comfort. They're more known for, you know, their style and what they bring in terms of, you know, wearability and things like that. But all I gotta say is, when it comes to comfort, don't expect anything special with this shoe. It's definitely a regular Jordan 1. Although I will say it felt a little more premium, but nothing like crazy to the point where like I would just love to wear this shoe on a daily basis. But, you know, the foam and the stack is very minimal. It's not nothing crazy. But when we get into the details, you know, no matter how good a shoe looks, if it's uncomfortable, you're probably not reaching for it very often. And if you've worn Jordan 1s before, you already know what to expect. They're not cult-like, and they're not going to compete with modern performance sneakers. But for an Air Jordan 1, these actually feel pretty good. The leather isn't overly stiff, which means they're gonna break in much faster than some older releases. And after walking around for a while, I didn't notice any major price points, and that's always a good sign straight out of the box. So with that being said, you guys, here's gonna be the comparison to other Jordan 1s in this category. And what I gotta say is, you know, earlier I said I wanted to see whether these deserve to be mentioned alongside some of the better Jordan 1 releases. So let's go ahead and compare them. And, you know, looking at both, the differences are pretty obvious. The leather quality is definitely respectable, the shape is clean, and the craftsmanship on the pair is solid. But would I say that these are the greatest Jordan 1s ever made? No, but I do think they're one of the stronger general release Jordan 1s we've seen in a long time. And that's saying something considering how many Jordan 1 releases release every single year. So before I go ahead and let you guys know who is perfect to be buying these shoes right here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because over here we post sneaker reviews every single week, putting you guys on with the latest and greatest technology. I put you guys on with list videos, putting you guys on with, you know, everyday sneakers, comfortable slides, things like that, and basically just everything tapping you guys in with the sneaker world. So if that is of interest, make sure you hit that sub button so you get tapped in with every single piece of this content. But onto, you know, who I feel like should buy this sneaker right here. And if you're just getting into sneakers, I think this is an easy recommendation. Now, if you've been collecting for years, these still have enough quality or unique details to justify adding them to the rotation, especially if you're looking for something wearable. You know, they're versatile, easy to style, and honestly, I think they will age pretty well over time. So I'm gonna give you guys my final verdict with this shoe, and what I will say is that after getting these in hand, feeling the materials, putting them on feet, and spending some time with them, I can confidently say I'm impressed. They're not perfect, as no sneaker is, but they're definitely better than I expected. If I had to rate them, I'd give them a solid 8 out of 10, to be honest, maybe even 7. You know, they're a clean Jordan 1, great quality, great colorway, and one I think people are going to appreciate even more a year from now than they do today. So I want to hear from you guys. Is this a sneaker you guys are looking to cop or drop? Let me know in the comment section. Is this one you guys are going to pull the trigger on, and does it fit your wardrobe and just, you know, your everyday lifestyle and just what you like to wear? Let me know if this fits your style in the comment section. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for me. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video if you did like it, so I know what to make more of in the future. But also, so more people just like you can get put onto this amazing content. Make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell so you do not miss out on these daily uploads. And also make sure you hit the comments with maybe some other sneaker reviews you want to see in the future, or just maybe any, you know, comments, concerns you have about this shoe right here. With that being said, you guys, again, the sneaker is going to be linked in the description if you didn't get ahead and chance to buy when I was talking about it. Now, 2 announcements I do have for all you guys watching this video right now. First things first, I will say is that I have opened up a brand new, fresh, and completely free community for all you people to utilize right now. And basically that link will be first link in the description. And basically once you click that link, you'll go ahead and just have to sign up with the email and a password, and you will get all the keys to the community that I have made. But in this community, it is basically supposed to be a sneaker community for basically people just like me and you who love sneakers and just want to be able to have a nice insider and private ecosystem, so we can go ahead and find certainty in our comfort, certainty in the products that we're buying, and just so we can have a nice community to go ahead and fall back on if you want to go ahead and just, you know, make smart buys and ultimately just be able to get more access to me. Because, you know, I make these YouTube videos where maybe you want to ask personal questions, maybe you want to hop on the live calls that we will have, and maybe you want to just elevate your sneaker game and just do more than what we're doing on this YouTube channel. So if that is something you want to indulge in, again, it is completely free, and this community is just so you can help find, you know, that certainty. And, you know, whatever you're buying, we're going to go ahead and make sure that whatever you're buying is going to be made for whatever you're wanting and whatever your needs are. So if you want to join and just be able to save that time and money on your sneakers, check in with that first link in the description. But now let's say you don't really want to join that community, and maybe you just want to kind of get the free game and the free courses that I will input from my school community. So if you want to go ahead and just get the actual video game and just the more paid game that I do give to my more premium and VIP tiers from my community, because I do have a free tier, but I also do have my premium and VIP tiers. So if you want to get that extra game, the extra videos that I do talk about, you know, how to negotiate those deals, because, you know, sometimes we still buy sneakers in person, whether it may be from these sneaker conventions, maybe it is OfferUp, these different type of things, you know, Facebook Marketplace. So you definitely want to be on game with how to go ahead and maneuver in those type of situations. But I also have another video, you know, how to spot fake sneakers, because fake sneakers are a really big thing in 2026. And we definitely want to stay on top of that. So if you want to just, you know, just stay on top of your sneaker game and just be on top of it just that much more, the membership feature on this YouTube is going to be a great way to go ahead and just even get some of the videos from the paid tiers that are on my school community. So again, if you want to join the free community, that's going to be a great hub for you to go ahead and just, you know, get those courses to be able to know, you know, how to choose the right shoe for your body, and just get a nice insider community to be able to find that certainty in the comfort, style, and just in whatever product you're buying. So join the community if that sounds like something for you. But if you want some more of the game that I give through video form, just like this right here, and, you know, maybe just the game that's more expansive and that's more for, you know, the premium members and even my VIP members on that school community, make sure you join the membership feature, because that's going to be some videos that you won't get access to on the free side of the community. If you guys did like this video right here, I have done multiple sneaker reviews on this channel, even over 200, I believe. So check them out right here, and I'll see you guys there. Peace.